Oh! Today's a special day. I know what you might be thinking. Fluke, 2 videos in 1 week? Are you crazy? No, I'm not. Okay, today's a very special day, as I've said earlier, because I got a package. A really big package that I cannot wait to open, even though I already know what's inside of it. So my good friends at this company called Artisul have reached out to me, and they're like, hey, we're gonna send you a tablet, can you review it? And I'm like, for free? Let's talk. I'm not sure how new you are to my channel, but yes, I do drop. I make my thumbnails for all my videos, and I used to be like a legitimate artist, like I wanted to major in that. The tablet that I'm currently using is a Wacom Intuos Pro, and it has served me well. But you know what it's time for? It's time for a new one. So the tablet that they sent me is a 15-inch tablet display. I am not used to this angle. This is a weird angle. It's a screen that you can draw on. I've always wanted a screen that I can draw on that's not an iPad. Okay, there's a difference between an iPad and a drawing tablet. Without further ado, let's just jump right into opening it. Let's go. I don't know if you already have noticed, but it is kind of already open. I just wanted to take a little peek, okay? I just wanted to take a peek. It's been sitting here for 2 weeks, okay? And I just wanted to check if it was in there, okay? I didn't actually open it though. So, there it is. Bam. Can I just do this? That works. Okay. Ooh. 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 Wonder what it could be. Ooh. Ooh. I already smell it. I already smell the newness. Ooh. 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 Oh. Now I can finally take commissions. Check it out. Bam. There it is. Thank you for sponsoring me. I cannot wait to open this. Oh look, it even tells you what it comes with. It comes with a tablet, a pen, ooh, a little bag. Comes with a cute little glove. What? And a bunch of cables. Hell yeah. Let's do this. Opening boxes is really hard to do in Fursuit, by the way. So they call it Artisul because it's supposed to mimic the English phrase, art is soul. That's genius, okay? Let me just tell you. If you can't express yourself through language, just express yourself with art. Why is this so hard? Hello? Watch there be like tape or something that's like keeping this together that I'm just completely missing. Wait. So this tablet is geared towards all levels of artists. We got beginners, you know, intermediate, expert artists like myself. Oh, smell it. Just gotta smell it first. Oh, so looks like we got a tablet. Oh, this is the bag, the holder. We got a bunch of wires and a pen, some setup instructions, and the most important part, everyone, the glove. What is this? That is a tiny glove. All right. Oh, but it's spandex. It stretches. Oh, hell yeah. I am a professional artist now. I have a glove. They even pack candy in here. Oh, hell yeah. I love candy. That's not candy. So here's the tablet. Very nice and thin and very portable. I like it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at this beautiful display. Just check it out. Look at it. It is reflecty, so you can see everything in the background. Okay. Well, actually, maybe I'll do that when I install it. Okay, now that it's successfully unboxed, let's go and set it up and see if I can draw something for you guys. Because you guys definitely want to see how this works, right? Let's go. Let's go. So here's the box. This is what comes in the box. And there's the little holder thing. And it comes with a bag. And you can put your little pen and your glove inside this bag. For those who are into ASMR, this is for you. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that display. So upon first inspection, it looks like there's a lot of buttons here. I'm guessing you can program these buttons to do things for you, like undo. A lot of us like using undo. In fact, that's the only thing a lot of us ever... Also look, there's a little scroll wheel thing. You can use this, I'm guessing, to zoom in. This is the button too. Oh, hell yeah. And if you look at the side, there's a power button. Wow, feels a little bit flimsy, feels a little bit light, but maybe that's what you want as an artist. I don't know, I guess we'll see what I'm drawing. The tablet's pretty light. but this is like, I guess that's what you want if it's gonna hold your tablet. So now that I've looked over everything, let's go ahead and set it up. All right, let's start drawing. Voiceover time, awesome, let's do it. So this is my voice outside of Fursuit. It's not muffled. This is a little speed drawing of me drawing a caribou. Okay, first off, a little background about the caribou. This is someone who won the 10K raffle that I had months ago, and I finally am drawing his fursona. So thank you, Rennick, for letting me draw your fursona. He's very adorable, which you will see at the very end of this video. So first off, the setup was super comfortable. I did end up using my trackpad on my Mac to be able to scroll around the screen while I was drawing. So I didn't actually use the pen to pan the canvas. I didn't really touch the scroll wheel all that much because when I want to zoom in, I could just pinch and zoom that way with the trackpad. As far as comfort, there are lots of different ways that you can angle your tablet. So like when you want to draw, say, just straight on the table and not have it tilted at all, you can do that. Or if you want to have it tilted up to, I think they say like 50 degrees, you can do that. So I tried it in a bunch of different positions, and I couldn't really find a position that was good for me. But I managed to like zoom through this drawing in a day, which is really nice because usually drawings take me longer than a day, especially now because I'm a little bit rusty. So right now I should be sketching. This is probably going super fast. This whole entire drawing took like 4 or 5 hours. But during this sketching phase, it's super important to be able to see all the small lines that you draw when you're just barely touching the screen. And one big thing that I noticed was when I was lightly touching on the screen, it wasn't even registering. I would have to press down a little bit harder for it to completely register. But if you go into the tablet settings, you can adjust the lightness or the hardness of like how hard you press on the pen. But I still couldn't fix the problem where if you're just like barely touching the screen, it will register. I did not have that problem with my previous tablet, so I think that's one of the biggest critiques. However, I'm also coming from a standpoint of an artist who's been drawing for years on a Wacom tablet and coming from a different tablet company that has been highly successful. So I'm very picky. As far as the eraser toggling I was talking about earlier, that actually turned out to be really nice. So there's like 2 buttons on the pen, right? There's a button on the closest to the nib, and there's a button a little bit above it. Usually, like for my previous tablet, I would hold down that button when I want to erase, and I'd erase that way. And then when I let go, it would not erase anymore. For this pen, if you would have to like press the button and then erase, and then press it again when you want to switch back to pen mode. That took some getting used to, but once I started doing that, it made things a lot easier. I actually grew to kind of like it. I think it just comes down to personal preference. If you like holding down the little button while you're erasing, then you'll probably have to do some adjusting when you get this tablet because it doesn't really have that option. One of the big things that a lot of people are probably going to have questions about with this tablet is it like touch sensitive? The answer is no, you cannot. This is only registers for pen movement. And honestly, I kind of like that. Because with my previous tablet, it had touch capability, and sometimes when I would forget to turn it off, it would accidentally start drawing on the screen with just my finger, and I hated that. I don't see the use of the touch capabilities. I know a lot of people use it, but I just like moving around the screen with the pan ability with my old pen. Because you're not able to pan with this pen, I've been using my my trackpad to do that. Okay, so after the sketch, I moved on to the line art. Usually I would struggle really hard with figuring out, calibrating where the line should be versus crap, how do I say this? The pen was not drawing on the display where I thought it would draw, if that makes any sense. If you were to look at the display and then put the pen on the display, the little circle, it would show a little bit to the left of where your pen is. But I was having some difficulties with lining up some of my lines with my other lines because I didn't know where my pen was landing on. This is my first display that I'm drawing on, so I can't compare this to like the Cintiq or something. But I think this might just be like a general thing for tablet displays, where your pen will register not completely below where your pen is. But it wasn't really that major of a problem, it was just kind of something that bugged me. Oh, during this phase I also put on the glove, and that glove is actually really nice because I noticed that I want to have like really smooth lines with line art, right? But I don't want to use any of those
plugins. Okay, I'm traditional. So I wore the glove and it moved really smoothly, and it was really nice of them to include the glove. But yeah, as far as the pen goes, the only button that I touched was the eraser toggle. Okay, one of the big things that I also noticed was this screen is not as bright as I wanted it to be. And also the contrast is not as high as I want it to be either. I'm working with an iMac with a 5K display, so I'm kind of spoiled with how many pixels I can work with. So going to this display, it was a little bit of a step down. The nice thing about it is you can actually see where your pen is going when you want to draw on the screen, and it's not like a tablet where you have to look up at your iMac. However, it did make it a little bit difficult when I was trying to find, like the right color and just in general where to register my pen. Because it's not as bright as my iMac screen, I often would be looking up at the iMac screen to reference colors. So I think that is a pretty big drawback to this tablet display. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the shading, because the shading is the most important part for me. It always looks so vastly different going from coloring to shading, because like flat colors, the painting is just 2D, right? But then once you start shading, that's when you start like filling in, where the light is gonna hit, and how big the muscles are gonna be, and the fur patterns and everything. That's where everything starts to count with your drawing or your painting. So this is where it's really important to have a great tablet that can really know how hard you're pressing. Oh, and for this character, the way that he pitched it to me was he wanted a caribou that was light blue and light pink with white. So I think you'll see in this drawing how much I was struggling to try to get the light blue and the light pink to like work with each other. He didn't have like a reference sheet for his persona, so I had to kind of make it my own. And I could not get the pink to work. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna make that his pupils and call it a day. I'll just make him blue, okay? So I think in many instances you'll see here where I'm trying to see if if this pink's gonna work. No, I don't like it. Anyways, back to the shading. So when I'm shading, I don't even know if this is the right way to do it. So what I do is I put like a dark coat over all the flat colors, and then I actually go to the eraser tool and I start erasing areas where I think the light will hit more. So I would start on the face, and you can kind of see that on the top of the face where the snout is, that's where I start erasing more, because that's where the light hits. And then it also was a great way that I can kind of define his muscles. And yeah, I think that turned out really well. But as far as the shading goes, I actually don't think I really had many problems with it. It was very easy to do. I was just struggling with some of my brushes earlier, but I think the shading was like the most fun part. But yeah, I'd have to say that this tablet definitely made the drawing experience a lot more fun, a lot easier, and a lot faster. Being able to see what you're drawing on a display makes things a lot easier than drawing onto a tablet and looking at a screen like I've been doing all these years. So as far as this review goes, they asked for me to be pretty critical about how I feel about their products, and that's what I've been trying to do this whole time. Just give you an honest review of what I think about this tablet, and whether or not you should get it, and whether or not it's worth the money. So this tablet, I think it's on Amazon for $379, I believe, or $399. So it's a $400 tablet, 15-inch display, right? So it's already quite a bit. It's a display that you can draw on. Then it also works as like an external display. Now if you want to compare this against something like the Wacom Cintiq that everybody keeps talking about, well obviously there's a difference, because the Cintiq is what, $1,400, $1,500? And that's the 16-inch. So these two are basically the same size, almost, but there's $1,000 difference. So I would definitely say that the Artisul does have an advantage over the Wacom tablets. It might not have like as high of a resolution, and it might not be as bright, but it will definitely save you $1,000. So is this Artisul tablet worth the money? I have to say yes, it is. Overall, my drawing experience was not really all that frustrating. I had a lot of fun drawing with this tablet. If you want to be a pro artist, like myself, just get this tablet. You'll be a pro. I'm kidding. Practice makes perfect. So yeah, this is the drawing. This is the handsome caribou Rennick, and I had a lot of fun drawing him. So thank you, Artisul, for sending me your tablet to review. This was definitely a lot of fun to do, and it was a nice little change of content. Bam! Look at that beautiful drawing. Ooh, Okay, I'm gonna get back in Fursuit and say goodbay.
So that was my review. Thank you so much for joining. And if you're interested in trying your paw at drawing too, you should definitely pick up one of these displays. Thank you so much for Artisul for sponsoring me. And I'm really looking forward to using this display for editing all of my thumbnails and doing future art commissions. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next video. Bye bye.